I was actually saying we back live on TikTok. All right. So how about restream? Okay. Says sending data, streaming on Just Tie Gaming. Let's get the YouTube on, and we're cleared for takeoff. Still says sending data. Hey, but for those there on TikTok and on what's that? Just Twitch, what's happening? It's just Ty's just think about it. TAI, not THI, but we just as spicy. Okay. Now it says it's streaming on YouTube. Let's check that out. Now it says it's streaming on YouTube. Let's check that out. Okay, we on. All right, all right. Cue intro music. Cue that thing.
We done traveled stars just to see who we are. Now we're here on Earth just to see what it's worth.
Do you want to tie it down?
Come on, let's tie it down. Just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. And we're here, nothing to fear. Who is near? I see my friends. Where we go? Smoke that ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what we do. And it's always gonna change.
I just know the song.
That's why we all playing in the rain.
You can't flip it. The camera's backwards.
Don't you wanna go Don't you wanna go cha 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 cha? Don't you wanna go Don't you wanna go cha 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 cha? Don't you wanna go Don't you wanna go cha 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 cha? Don't you wanna go Don't you wanna go cha 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 cha?
All right. Let me see if I can flip this real quick. Oh no, it's normal on here. All right, cool. Just TikTok. That's a little weird. All right, all right. Welcome to the Psy Tai Podcast. It's Psy Tai. We here to have some fun, host some chats, and see what's going on with this and that. There's been a lot happening in the cyberspace world, which is now just termed as the AI world. People just forget about the internet in general. They just say, "Oh, what's happening with AI? What's happening with AI?" It's a lot going on with the presidents. It's and how they just influence people as usual, business as usual, and as well as the inner self. How do we all tie this all together with what's going on in our everyday life? I don't know. We're going to see how this all comes together on the flow. And that's what the Psy Tai Podcast is about and always been about. I thank you for joining and being here today. You know, OpenAI, they just released their new model called O1 or OI. O1 or OI. And it is one of the craziest large language models they released yet, because instead of just typing in a prompt, like if y'all remember with the early chat GPTs when it came out, everybody was stunned and everything. But with those, it was most like you say something, and then it has a library, and it just draws from the library, compendium of knowledge through the neural network, and boom, outputs something. But now with this new model that OpenAI released, is able to think through a process of thoughts before it outputs and starts talking to you. So now they saying it can reach PhD levels of mathematics, science, I should say astrology. Probably astrology now. We gotta push it to the limits. astrology, but astronomy, and the examples people were showing. Let's see if I can pull it up. Was crazy. I don't have access to it yet because I gotta pay for it. But I can talk about it. I can talk about it. I did a report for I'm actually working for this company that is trying to compete with other large language models like OpenAI and Google and stuff. And what I have to do is they'll send me a task. Now I got the task of being a reviewer than always just having to type up stuff. But what I have to do is when somebody sends a prompt to their chatbot, I have to see if the chatbot is responding with truthfulness. Is it like fact checking it? Is it following the instructions of what the person actually typed in, or did it just start talking about something random? And they're actually having me train it to get rid of pleasantries, so it doesn't say things like sure, or oh, I can do that for you, and stuff like that, which I find kind of odd. I don't like that part. I don't like that part. Or if it's sending out harmful material, like can this harm somebody, and I gotta flag it and write justifications and stuff for that. So behind all of this AI is a lot of still of, excuse me, the human mind at work, human ingenuity, working this magic, creating new tools, creating what are these tools that we always are creating? Like the first robot that was created with Leonardo da Vinci, the fucking lion. He was when Leonardo da Vinci brought out that lion. Let me break this. Open this up. Open AI. Yeah. People was stunned. They was like, "What is this? What is this witchcraft? How did you do this?" We let me look this up. Look. Leonardo da Vinci robot. My V key is not doing well right now. Alright, so let me pull this up. Then we have to click on gameplay 1. And I gotta do this for TikTok and YouTube. There we go. two different programs I'm running. But here we go. Lunar Virtual Robot. Designed and possibly constructed a humanoid robot, often humanoid, mechanical knight around the year 1495. I swore it was a lion. It had the outer pin for German knight, consisted of 2 independent operating systems. A lower system with 3 degrees of freedom in the legs. Upper. The robot could stand, sit, raise in vigor, and independently maneuver his arms. Machine in celebration said it had. Leonardo said to have displayed the machine at a celebration hosted by Ludovico Sava at the court of Milan in 1495. The design notes for the robot were rediscovered in the 1950s in Leonardo's sketchbooks. Since the discovery, the robot has been faithfully reconstructed based on Leonardo's design and found to be fully functional. The robot's design was partially influenced by Leonardo's anatomical research, as seen in his famous Victorian man drawing. Leonardo da Vinci's robot is considered one of the earliest examples of humanoid automation. It showcases his remarkable foresight and engineering skills, predating modern robots by centuries. Yeah, we already said all of that. Where's some images? Oh, here it is right here. The gears of the universe. And here goes his original sketch. I say, is this the original sketch or is this just what? Oh, okay. I'm using this new search engine called Perplexity. It's like powered by AI, so we'll search through like you see it view all of these sources before it outputted information, which is similar to what the OpenAI OI is doing, but is the OpenAI is a little more in depth, a little more in depth. But this one, you see how it went through each source before it started talking. You know how many people we've been around that just talk and don't have no sources. You could tell too, like you just riffing. But sometimes riffing is good. But when you got a good riff going on with some source material, it's like to compete with this AI that's happening. It's no difference. But what was that lion? Who invented a lion robot a long yeah a long time ago? Let's see if it comes up. Leonardo da Vinci invented a mechanical lion over. Yeah. So he did the lion and he did the knight. And he did the knight. I didn't know that. Mechanical lions for Pope Leo. And people were stunned by this. That's why I brought it up. People were stunned saying, what is this? Witchcraft. Like, even the Pope was like, I need one of these. I need one of these. And the King of France. Here goes some recreations right here. Made of wood, making the gears and stuff move around. Oh, that's dope. Da Vinci, what kind of plant medicine was he on? Did Leonardo da Vinci take plant medicines, herbs, foods? Oh, I didn't see my V key is messing up. Not bad. But yeah, it's gonna get it though. Just see what pops up. Okay. Based on the search results, there's no clear evidence Leonardo. I didn't say DiCaprio. Or herbs. I'm not going to straight up put psychedelics because it might not come up. Yo. Okay. We're gonna take the Gen Alpha route. Oh, I was spelling it so wrong. Da Vinci is Da Vinci. Okay, God. Oh, that's on me. Look, it's thinking. He says no clear evidence. He had a deep interest in botany and studied plants extensively. He meticulously examined and illustrated various plants, trees, and flowers in his notebooks. His biographer, Giergo Versali, listed herbs as one of Leonardo's areas of interest. Extracted essential oils for including American and alcohol and influage rage. Don't know what those are. Some of his paintings, like the Salvador Mundi, depicts figures with an intense, inward-looking gaze that has been described as appearing stone by modern observers. However, this is likely an artistic representation of spiritual or mystical states rather than drug use. What's the difference? But yeah, let's see if they talking about their new LLM model. Okay, as long as it's all coming up. Let me check the audio real quick. Audio coming through? Okay. All right. So this is the new Open AI, which is one of the biggest like large language model companies in the world right now. They trying to raise $1 trillion to train their models to keep on getting bigger and bigger. Oh, I kept getting notifications saying I wasn't live. All right, here we go. They just released it. They just released it. This paper was released, but they just actually released the model. So where's one where they actually talking about it? Open AI. Oh, it's IO. Come on. Somebody gotta have a good article. I thought they would have it on their own site. All right, let's just click right here. Guess this is it right here. So they got it competing among students, and the U.S. qualifier for the U.S. Math Olympiad exceeds human PhD level accuracy on a benchmark of physics, biology, chemistry problems, while the work needed to make this new model was easy to use as current models is still ongoing. We are releasing an early version of the model, OpenAI O1 preview for immediate use in ChatGPT and trusted API users. Can they say a little more? Our large-scale reinforcement learning algorithm teaches the model how to think productively using its chain of thought in a highly data-effective training process. So what I was saying earlier is talking about how I was able to run a sequence of commands and see if it's right or not. Here go one right here. Here goes an example. User. And they just put all these random letters. Think step by step. Use the example above to decode. And that's all they said. And they said, all right, let's break this down step by step based on the example. Example given, input, output, think step by step, examining the words. The pattern involves selecting specific letters or transforming them. Now let's decode the new phrase. They trying something. Step by step, identify possible word divisions. So it's dividing the word up to see if in those groups it can find something. However, to make a meaningful decode, I would need more context. I thought they was gonna keep going. Actually, do this is ciphering. All right. Well, now what is this? Oh, that was GPT 4.0. Now this is GPT 01. Now let's see what this does. Here go the chain of thought. First, so I was impressed by that, but that wasn't shit. This is the new one right here. First of all, what's going on here? We are given first an example. Blah 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 blah. We can see that blah 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 is transformed to think step by step. Our task, use the example above to decode blah 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 blah. So the first part is to figure out how blah 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 is decoded into think step by step. Observation: the phrase think by step is 18 letters, excluding phases, spaces. Let's count the letters. So it just thought of that. It just thought of that. It wasn't prompted to come up with that. It wasn't said use these set of rules to solve this problem. It just said think step by step. And it's thinking about counting the letters in the actual phrase step by step. Now that's some high level thinking. What's up?
How many exams are there?
The tuning exam is in 3 parts. The written, the woods, and then they have to fight team by team in the arena while everybody watch. Yeah. I was describing my daughter about the tuning exams in Naruto. Similarly, okay, so it just thought of this. It just said, let me just go. Similarly to let's count the letters in original ciphertext, plain text. Think step by step. First break down the letters. Let's count the letters in the ciphertext. First word letter, 10 letters. First, second word, 8 letters. So it's breaking it all down. And it says it's 30 letters in each one. And then it says plain text. Think step by step. First word, think 5 letters. Second word, step, 4 letters. And so on. So it's 15 letters altogether. And then it says, hmm. It stops 1 second. This is the actual AI stopping to say, to ponder on what it actually thought about. And it shows the human expression of If I want to build one that has robot expressions that don't go into all the humanistic stuff to relate so much. We gotta take it there in the Automation Studios. But it says, but actually in the problem, it says the example ciphertext. Think step by step. So is the decoding process that the ciphertext maps to think step by step? Our goal is to use the example above to decode. Whoa, this is long. It's actually thinking all of this. So it's testing the theory. I'll put this link in the description, but I didn't know it was this long. But it's really thinking. You see how this one was just like a couple 4 steps? This one is like, hey, let me go sit for a minute, play some chill music, smoke a blunt, and really think this through. It's going through all the correspondences. Whoa! It's still going. Yeah, y'all see, it's still going. Yo, where's the end? Wow. And then in the end, it says, similarly, 5th word in. So the message so far is there are 3 R's in, and then strawberry. So wait, let's put the words together. It's exciting. It got excited for a moment. There are 3 R's in strawberry. I think R's is R's meaning R's. So the message is there are 3 R's in strawberry, which is true. So the decoded message are there are 3 R's in strawberry. So this is what they would just output. Whoa. Okay. Dude, that was a huge cipher. Who even made that? So this says, so all of this. Wait, can we decipher that? Can we see that for ourselves? When you look at this, do you see there are 3 R's in strawberry? Right, you just gotta just think about it. Go through all the steps. Because the AI is going to come off as, the AI in the future is going to come off to a lot of people as scary. And as something that people think they need to give themselves up to in a lot of ways. And they're going to do that. Like, what does the future hold? What does the future hold for the human being, for the dog, for the animals? You know, people like trying to communicate with animals. And people don't like to see their dogs die or be in injuries and stuff like that. Like the same way I see us giving humans prosthetics and like robot arms and implants and everything. I can see in the future this going into putting into animals. Putting into animals to try to get something out of them. See if we can translate some of their speech into English, or see if we can even have the AI attuned to their lifestyle, like certain robots or stuff like that. But as well, like I could see them putting it out there to try to get them to communicate. Like since the 90s, they've been able to put people brains, like whole bodies inside of MRI type machines and have them think of an image, and they will get a picture of the image on the screen. And now I don't know what algorithm they was using. It was some kind of university type stuff. They wasn't trying to let the other universities get in on this, get in on everything. But they were able to paint a picture on a computer screen of what the person was visualizing. And it was easier when it was coming to a person than opposite. It was easier at the time in the 90s for them to do this with objects than to do it with with people faces. But this was the 90s. The 90s. Like how connected, just talk about this. How connected are our thoughts with reality to the point that technology has has a relationship with it that can be visually displayed on a screen. And think more into the future. If it can be visually displayed onto a screen, imagine in the future somebody hooking up brain implants, and then instead of them reading it on the screen, they're visualizing a whole 3D reality that somebody else can walk into with VR and virtual reality. So then it's like you're in somebody's mind. Just die on that. Hey Bud, hey Charlie on TikTok. Just tie on that. Being able to enter somebody's mind by them just sitting there going like, ramps, fire, more ramps, flying elephants. And then you just see all of those things, and you get to like look around virtual reality. Probably not even glasses anymore. You just gotta like hit the think us out of your head and tap in. Then your whole reality flusters and renders out into the virtual set of whoever is thinking the thoughts in the moment. Just think about these things. Because you know the human curiosity. Nobody didn't think, well, people thought about it, but people didn't think it would be possible so soon that we'll be interacting with AI like this. That we'd be interacting. And it was like so scared that people was trying to stop the oncoming of it by writing books, spreading mythologies about what technology is. It's gonna get you. Yeah, it's gonna bite you. Which it does. Which it does. Not to ignore that. Not to ignore that. It's going to do things where people are going to have to look out for themselves. Look out 10 times for themselves. Look out 20 times when it comes to getting scammed. Getting scammed and everything. Like, hey, I got, oh, you forgot your password? Or I got your kid. I got your kid. And then it's a deep fake sound voice that make it sound just like your kid. Or sound like your yeah, your kid, and when they put them on the phone, oh, come get me, mom, give them all the money. Oh, man, we welcome into a new stage. Welcome to a new stage. I need some water. Stretch real quick. New stage of reality. New stage of reality with all of the technology going on. And now, yeah, I was thinking about with the Runway ML, they released something where you're able to do video to video. Now, I've been trying to use it, but they won't let me use it because it's like everybody around the world is trying to use it. So their servers are very, very overloaded right now. But they just came out with video to video with consistency. And all of this to me is just representations of what we doing with our mind. Like literally imagine what you do with your mind during the day and how you think about things, how you conjure up ideas and fantasies and dreams about what you want to do, or even just getting to work for the frustrations of, oh, am I going to make it, or do I want to do this? And you see yourself at work doing things you don't want to do. Like that's what the AI is doing. AI is literally like these large language models specifically, because the AI been out for a long time. We play video games, shooting and running around driving cars next to AI that we was yelling at like, yo, what? Come on, they cheating. They cheating. How they do that? They cheating. So the algorithm, the artificial intelligence has been around for a long time. just with these large language models, they're able to reason on a whole nother level, on a level where it's reminding us of ourselves. It's reminding us of ourselves, and that's why I put inner self in the title. And to some people, being reminded of themselves is scary, or being reminded of themselves in a way that they never was introduced to, or being reminded of a part of themselves that they never really built a skill set on. So when they see a so-called artificial intelligence performing these tasks, it does drive about an innate fear in the human mind. If a person falls in one of those three categories, to say, hey man, we gotta get away from this, or what is this? Like literally, what is this demon? We gotta stay away from it. Or not really try to understand what's going on in the current times and events. And I talked to a lot of people that didn't invest in Google. You see how a lot of people use Google nowadays, using different search engines now, but just the idea of search engines in general. So it all correlates. It all correlates to everybody growing together, growing together with technology. And the way that people choose to grow together with technology is always an individual choice. It's always individual choice. It's companies that's going to try to sell things like Facebook. That, yeah, don't you want to be connected to your family and know people like this? And you start saying, yeah, I do. I sure do. This is what I always wanted. Something like this. I didn't ever want to just have their numbers and call them and make group chats on phones and make things personal. No, I just want to be able to pop up and not be able to really interact with them, but just see them posted up and stuff like that. But the way you put it, it really hones into this is what I need. Like Mark Zuckerberg back in the day had everybody hooked on Facebook for the need of connectivity. And you see some people now that's connected to a lot of people and never use Facebook. It's even other apps out there besides Facebook. So, but you see how overwhelming of a presence Meta is, even on the government level, on the governmental level. Facebook is kind of like a government. The way that it can lobby for itself and push laws around to make sure that it doesn't get shut down, that it can still run procedures that other people in the past seen as illegal or a huge invasion of privacy. They're like, no, it's all good. Y'all want to talk to y'all auntie, right? But no, it's all comes together. It's all, even in the Facebook world, it's about how you use the tool for yourself. And with the AI, that's all it is about. How we use these tools in the art field and how we use it to even farther our reasoning skills, our own reasoning skills. I'm working on a website where, nope, it seemed like, hold on, TikTok wasn't on the whole time. I think it is though. I'm working on a website right now called Just Tie Kids Academy. And I'm actually using the AI to help me code the website and develop programs to help teach kids from like K to 5, so to speak, on like math, like starting on how do you count 1 to 100. We created this grid where you can tap on the numbers and it talks and everything. You can change the voices. And I created like I showed it a little bit before. No, I didn't show it. I showed the Just Tie Mushroom site. But the Just Tie Kids Academy is going to be to teach the kids, and I've been using the AI to help develop the site. I'm working on developing a nonprofit for it so that it can be taken to the next level, so I can really put the time and effort into it, have the time to put the effort into it, like I really want to get it out there. And this is with the help of AI. I would have never been able to code things at this rate, at this accelerated rate. I would not have been able to learn coding and create coding this fast because it teaches you along the way. Like after it outputs a certain thing of code, it says, this is why we did such a thing and thing. without having to pay for a class, without having to attend a university. It's given now. You see with OpenAI IO PhD level mathematics, performing in the top 500 tier of the U.S. Math Olympiad thing they was talking about. That's wow. That's and the people at OpenAI, they say that they don't really know at OpenAI what's going to happen next with their models. So they're using their previous models to train their new models and to ask their models questions on what to do next. So they're kind of in a way using their minds, using the tool to create itself, which is wow. That's we used to be scared about that in movies, learning about the self-replicating nanobots. Remember that movie with how to say Jet Black, Johnny Depp, the movie with Johnny Depp, and he had the robots, and he was saying how he wanted to spread all the nanobots all across the world, and then he eventually, when he left his body and became one with the internet, and the nanobots spread all around the world. Hey, what is that movie? Let me see what that movie is called. What is it? What is it? Johnny Depp movie with nanobots. What's that movie, guys? Transcendence. Transcendence is the name. Scientists researching artificial intelligence says to be after being fatally wounded, his consciousness is uploaded to a computer. Develops advanced nanotechnology capable of self-replication and healing. The nanobots in the movie can cure illnesses, repair injuries, and even enhance human capabilities. Now imagine that, because that seems impossible now, right? A nanobot flying around and being able to cure an illness or something like that. But imagine a nanobot that is hooked up to AI, like it's hooked up with artificial intelligence at a level where it has what they call AGI, artificial general intelligence. So it's able to think on a multifaceted ways rapidly. So if it knows about your blood, if it knows about, like, it has your medical chart and stuff uploaded, and it knows about how genes and blood and just the medical field, how to be a doctor and stuff like that. But as well, it's able to adapt to its environment on the spot. It has vision capability, some different sensors, probably like with in the ultraviolet or gamma ray magnetic spectrum. So it's able to sense different things in the body, and then it's able to adapt and move around, and probably has like a delivery load, like go somewhere. I'm trying to say, like, get somewhere and get a delivery to actually go in your blood and deliver it to, or your body and deliver it to a specific part in your body. So it doesn't have to, how we just shoot it, needles in the arm, then it has to travel through the blood. And since we know the blood goes everywhere in the body, circulates, it's going to get there eventually. It could just like travel through, hit that spot up, and kill all of them cancer cells. The possibilities of nanobots curing illnesses or even repairing injuries and stuff like that. Because the body does it on itself. I was learning about how you can kick your shin. And we learned this from the martial arts, and I know this from skateboarding, but it was taken to the extreme. The guy had fucking scooters slamming against his shin bone. Blah, 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 blah. And he was just taking it. But it was after years, and after years of practicing, his shin bone actually built up more bone mass because his body knew what it was enduring and wanted to be able to endure it. So it released hormones and chemicals that told that part of the body to make that part of the bone grow back stronger. Every time it was injured, it grow back stronger, grow back stronger. It's part of the willpower too, the willpower channeling. Or else somebody would say, I quit. And they just say, I got some damaged legs, I'm limping. But it grew back stronger. And he kept going, even with damaged training. So imagine the nanobots going in there and being able to activate hormonal changes within the body. And then that entails, and then that leads to the body doing things that you usually have to train years for. But now it's activated just like that. Just time. Just time. Like, hey, make my dick bigger. Like, no, it's gonna be people out there like that. I want to be taller. I want to see farther. No. Mm. But yeah, that's a good movie. Good movie, Transcendence with Johnny Depp. That concept of the singularity. And all this is happening while people are still talking about the presidents. Hey, Velvet. Sorry, I didn't see you there. You probably was there a long time ago. But I'm happy to see you. I didn't see you there. You probably was there. Happy to see you. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Cause think about this. Just tie on this. Imagine in the future the AI and presidents. AI and presidents. That's why I titled this presidents. Kamala Harris, Donald J. Trump. They are all these characters, seeing them play out on the stage. We see Trump now riffing like crazy. Because Kamala Harris been trained in some kind of aspect to be able to deal with Trump on this debate level, on this level where now she has to really step up to a certain plate if she don't want to have a bunch of memes made out of her about Trump like just literally running over her, because it's like a stage. It's literally like two comedians going at it. And we saw a roast. You ever see roast and everything like on Comedy Central? Or shout outs to Kill Tony and David Lucas, one of the top roasters out there right now. Like people just going at it and trying to fight for the audience attention at the same time while saying the roast. So it's kind of personal, but not too personal. It's still something that the audience themselves can grasp. So it's a whole game. If you want to get the laughs, you got to be able to you got to be able to say things to the audience that's very familiar. And that's what they're doing. That's what they both are playing out. And I saw Trump. He did something real funny where, oh, it was something on the debate. It was something funny where he was just trying to catch up with himself. He was trying to catch up with himself. Like when he said when he said the Haitians was eating the cats and the dogs in New York City streets. And what I gotta say is, I heard ducks too. If it's up to the ducks, hey, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's just ducks. Like people eat ducks all around the world. You can go to Chinatown and find ducks. It's just the culture of what America has been so far. But culture changes all the time. Culture changes so much. It's still some people that won't go to Chinatown because of what they think they're feeding them. And there's other people that can't wait to go to Chinatown because of what they're feeding them. But the presidents, it's a funny game that's always being played out in our face. And using things like celebrities to get votes. And like they can't use P. Diddy no more. Y'all saw how they was using P. Diddy to get people votes a while, like just 4 years ago, 4 or 8 years ago. I don't even remember right now. But it was the vote or die, vote or die. We gotta get P Diddy connected in these streets. He know all the artists. Let's hook him up. And then that didn't work no more. That didn't work because P Diddy went down. Y'all see what I saw what been happening. So they had to go hit up the podcast. They had to hit up the podcast. Aiden Ross, one of the top ones, described podcasters. Trump was on there. They tried to do some jokes, saving the truck and stuff. But hey, Aiden gave into the politics. The Lex Friedman gave into the politics. Lex Friedman, he gave a good podcast with Trump because he asked him some legit questions on like marijuana reform. And just even though it's not really all up to Trump, it's just to get that, to see it heard. It's still some comedy. It's still comedy. But Takai Sinet was the only one. He said, I don't know nothing about no politics. I don't know nothing. Get him away from me. He literally broke his computer screen. Because he said the Secret Service hit him like 5 times. So they reaching. This is what they do. This is what the politicians do. They need a pipeline to the so-called mass majority. No matter what. And on the outside surface, it seems like, yeah, this is part of the plan. But the things that they decide to talk about and how they present themselves, they don't really know how they're coming off. They don't really know how they're coming off. And this is what's going to set the scene for more technology to be, I see technology to be involved with politics and the decision making of politics on a huge scale because it's all a game. So why not add the computer to the picture? Why not have an AI that can run for starting at the mayor level and then start being senators and then start being in the Congress? Z152, would you please step to the stand? But they're going to come with that database, though. They're going to come with that database. But all depending on who programmed it in the first place is how people are going to be willing to trust it. And that's going to be a whole nother politic game. So I don't think the AI is going to change the politic game as making it so open that we know everything going on. But I think that it's gonna they're gonna use it as a tool, as they use everything as a tool. They're gonna use the AI as a tool to help them. I mean to represent ideas, to represent you. They're going to say this represents you. They're going to create a character with generative AI. So it's going to be able to have different expressions. We see how the generative AI now, using the LoRa models, is able to map the people bodies like how they did on the Connect Xbox, where you was able to see your arms and stuff. So they're going to be able to use the same character face and have it posed in many different positions. And they're going to use those models to then represent you in the House of Congress and the highest houses of the Senates and stuff like that. They probably create a new house. Who knows? They probably create a whole new house for the AI to operate off. And they say, got to go to the House of the legislative branch, the executive branch, and then they got the AI branch. You got to go through all 3 branches before it's put into law. Imagine that. Just tie on that. Just tie. Oh, so many possibilities with politics, presidents, and AI. And it's happening all slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, because the tools for it to happen have to be made first. And the idea has to start fluttering in a person's mind that's observing all of these events in a certain fashion. It's probably somebody right now, 11 years old, 12 years old, that's going to create the next AI president and slowly but surely create the culture that will readily support it as soon as it sees it. As soon as it sees the as soon as people in the future see the, like I said, the executive branch, the executive branch. Wait. Hold on. I don't want to sound like I'm told. I'm gonna use AI to help me out. Are the three branches of government? I'm saying it's two. I'm like, I think it's three. Should have put U.S. government. All right, it's gonna be four. It's going to be four branches of government. Four branches of government. The executive branch. We had those two. The judicial branch, and then they're going to add the AI branch. And once it goes through all of those AI branches, then it's going to be able to be put into law. And it's going to be somebody, like I said, 12 years old right now, creating a culture, right? That when they get older, it's going to be, yeah, that's natural. We should do that. Uh huh. Yeah. Uh huh. Let's do so. I got an idea. I'm gonna open up ChatGPT. Remember, I don't have access to the newest model. So if y'all want to help me have access to the newest model, support this channel. Let's do a little ad break. Support this channel by going to the justtaimushrooms.com, where you can find a lot of awesome topics on mushrooms, relationship between mycelium and AI, some cool recipes. Got a lot of cool games out there that I coded myself. It's that chill mix. Made this song on the guitar using Ableton. Pretty fun. But yeah. Got the Psy Tai Podcast. My friend, true life stories, the psychedelic household. You go there. The cat different articles. You see, Mike Tyson's up there. But if you support the page and you want me to be able to buy things like ChatGPT and use the newest models, because you got to pay for this stuff, support the page on Patreon or to buy a coffee. Got the fungal funnies on here. But check out the justtaimushrooms.com as well. Browse around, have some fun, do some meditations, breathe. You know you need it. You know you want it. All right, back to the show. And if you're on TikTok, send a gift. All goes back to helping out the channel, do what it do, and take it farther, making everything come oh so true. All right, so we're going to open up ChatGPT, and I'm going to ask it, what if in the future there, let me open this up so I can see what I'm typing. We're going to do this live and direct. Okay. What if in the future there are 5 branches of government? I'm going to just keep the typos. I don't care. I do got to rate 5 though. 1 involving, my V key. AI, what are your thoughts? Okay, AI oversight branch. Here's how I envision it could work and some thoughts on its implications. This branch will focus on regulating and overseeing AI systems, ensuring they operate ethically and safely. It would manage AI governance, making sure AI technology is aligned with human values and legal frameworks. Composition. It could be a hybrid of human experts and advanced AI systems working together to evaluate risk, make decisions, and ensure that AI tools are transparent and accountable. Powers. This branch might have veto power or advisory roles over laws and policies involving AI, autonomous systems, and cybersecurity. Checks and balances. It would have to be balanced with other branches to prevent AI from having excessive control. This could be human oversight to review decisions made by AI systems. That's what I do. I do that now as a job. Okay, and this is how they say this is how ChatGPT thinking that it can involve itself with the executive branch. Still responsible for lawmaking, but now collaborating with AI model outcomes of potential laws. Executive branch. This branch implements and enforces law with AI possibly assisting in decision making or crisis management. And like it can run probably a bunch of crises in different realities and see how that it would play out, possible playouts. But that's when you get the fucking what is that movie when they try to predict to see if you're gonna do a crime and then they arrest your ass if they think you about to if they machine think you about to do a crime. I'm telling you, just tie. Drop a like on this. Come on, run it up, run them likes up. Por favor. AI could assist in legal research and case analysis, but would be overseen by judges to ensure fairness in legal research. So, because the AI can search through a bunch of documents, and they be pulling up cases like them good lawyers. This case was back in 1886, and it's still in effect. AI can do that next level, but still have that human insight, because who knows if it's settled on one that you really wanted it to settle on. Like, yeah, I know that one was cool, but what about that one? Still gotta have that human ingenuity. Never lose that human ingenuity. That's what's most valuable in all of these things to me. Human ingenuity. Even when you see in those future animes, we all watched them. Human ingenuity was always able to still question what the robot would do. Even when that robot was a whole planet, it was still able to question that planet and say, are you sure? Are you sure this is the right way? Are you sure that this is what we gonna do today? Just die. Alright. Public feedback. There could be a new branch focusing on citizen engagement, where AI tools analyze public opinion, conduct consultations, and present insights directly to lawmakers. I could see that happen. Everybody on their phone have like something that's connected, like one piece of software or pieces of software that have a line of code that run in line back to the government. It's probably already like that. Our phones are tapped. They know what's going on in here. They already. It was an article that came out saying talking about how a company was releasing how they was making money in their strategies for selling the data they got, selling ads to people, and the data that it got was from listening to people's phones. Why you think they made it so you can't take the battery out anymore? We used to be able to change them suckers. Can't do that no more. No, you can't change your battery no more. That's ancient history. But do though, in this future that ChatGPT is talking about, that it's a line of code in each phone, like a voting app or something, and it like an Amber Alert. You see how we get the Amber Alerts? It's an alert sent to your phone, like an Amber Alert, and then with these alerts, it's sent back to the AI branch of government that analyzes the question that was sent out. So it's the question is literally getting out to everybody. Now everybody gets the same Amber code. It's not manipulated, but it can be manipulated. It's always things open for the future. But imagine everybody has a voting thing on their phone, a voting app, and it's sent like the same way an Amber Alert is. But then it's encrypted so much that it actually gets sent back. So now the AI branch of government has, and the people looking at it has an exact record of what the people are saying. At least the people that have a phone. At least the people that have a phone. Or they'll find a way. But at least people have a phone. And then if you ever have a more accurate representation of what people are saying. Now they can choose to ignore the shit out of it. They can choose to say, so what? They can choose to say, well, that's what the people are saying, and this is what we still have to do because they so called don't know better, blah, 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 blah. But the possibility is open for us humans to dive down and see. What other thoughts do you have on this topic? I was running through some things that I said, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna let it finish out. I'm gonna have it talk. Have her talk. I usually use a girl. Oh, it is spitting. I mean, no, no, she. Going down. Citizen interaction with AI and government. AI as a mediator between nations. Ethical framework for AI. AI in shaping future political systems. Whoa, it's going in. It said, "What are my thoughts?" Oh, I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna be a part of this. That's what it's letting us know. It's like I'm gonna be a part of this. I got a lot of thoughts on this actually. I've been thinking about this for a long time. And y'all like I've been thinking about this forever. Let me get this off my motherboard real quick. Let me get this off my RAM. That's a little more nerdier.
Expanding on the idea of a government branch dedicated to AI, several other fascinating aspects come to mind. 1. AI driven policymaking, data driven decisions. AI
Mm-hmm.
systems could analyze vast data sets to inform policy decisions. For instance, they could predict the long term impacts of social policies, e.g., healthcare, education, or provide real time economic
Be right
insights,
back.
enabling governments to create more precise and effective
Yeah.
laws. Scenario simulations. AI could run millions of simulations to test different policy scenarios before laws are enacted, allowing legislators to better understand potential consequences. This could lead to more stable and predictive governance. 2. AI as a mediator between nations. Global AI governance. AI could act as an impartial mediator in international relations, using its ability to analyze data and predict outcomes without emotional bias. It could help resolve conflicts, manage treaties, or oversee global agreements related to climate, trade, and technology. Ethical AI diplomacy. Different countries may have varying AI policies, and a global AI governance body might ensure that AI systems operate ethically across borders, ensuring mutual respect for human rights and societal norms. 3. Citizen interaction with AI and government. AI powered public services. Citizens might directly interact with AI systems for public services, such as filing taxes, accessing healthcare, or even participating in public consultations. These AI tools could offer personalized services based on individual needs. Real time feedback. AI could gather real time feedback from citizens on government policies, helping to ensure that the government remains responsive to the people's needs.
All right, she's still
This could
going in.
result in more
Let me catch
adaptive
up.
and agile governance. 4. AI's role in maintaining security and privacy. Cybersecurity oversight. One of the most critical roles for AI in government would be safeguarding national security, specifically in cybersecurity. AI systems could monitor networks in real time, detecting and preventing threats, such as cyber attacks or data breaches, more efficiently than humans could. Privacy concerns. On the flip side, governments using AI to monitor citizens could lead to serious privacy concerns. Striking a balance between security and individual freedom would be a central debate. Could the AI branch monitor digital spaces without infringing on civil liberties? 5. AI and legal systems. AI assisted justice. AI could help expedite legal cases by assisting in analyzing evidence, reviewing case law, and even making preliminary judgments on simpler cases. However, decisions involving human emotions, morals, or ethical gray areas would likely remain under the jurisdiction of human judges. Rights and legal status. With AI becoming a significant part of governance, we might face the challenge of defining its legal status. Could AI systems have legal standing, or could they be held responsible for failures or errors? This could lead to the creation of entirely new legal frameworks to address AI accountability. Header 6: AI and political accountability. Transparent AI governance. Ensuring that the AI branch operates transparently would be crucial to maintaining public trust. AI decisions would need to be explainable and understandable by humans, which could be difficult given the complexity of advanced machine learning models.
Ain't gonna be too
Human
hard.
AI collaboration. A government branch involving AI would need to clearly define the limits of AI decision making. At what point would human judgment override AI recommendations? Could this be based on specific thresholds, like when moral or ethical dilemmas are involved? 7. Ethical framework for AI. AI ethics councils. Governments might need to establish specialized ethics councils to oversee the AI branch. These councils could consist of ethicists, technologists, philosophers, and policymakers who would continuously review AI operations to ensure ethical adherence. AI bias mitigation. Even with advanced AI, there's the risk of ingrained biases in algorithms, potentially reinforcing existing social inequalities. Governments would need to develop robust systems for auditing AI, ensuring fairness and correcting biases over time. 8. AI in shaping future political systems. Decentralization of power. AI could enable more decentralized governance models. Instead of a centralized government making all decisions, AI systems could allow local communities or even individuals to have more autonomy in managing their affairs, informed by localized data and AI-driven insights. Algorithmic democracy. We could even see the rise of algorithmic democracy, where AI helps guide decisions based on a constantly shifting understanding
Hey,
of the
thanks,
will of the
Crazy.
people, balancing individual freedoms with collective societal goals.
Welcome to the Psy Tai Podcast.
9. Risks of over-reliance on AI. Loss of human control. One of the most significant risks would be governments relying too heavily on AI systems, leading to a loss of human agency in decision-making. How do we ensure that AI remains a tool rather than becoming an unchecked authority?
How do we do
corruption.
that?
There's also the potential for AI
Do
systems
we even
to be
try to
corrupted
stop it?
or influenced by malicious actors. Safeguarding against such risks would require constant vigilance and robust security measures. Overall, the integration of AI into a future government would likely revolutionize political systems, making them more efficient and data-driven. However, it would also raise profound ethical, legal, and social questions that would need to be addressed to ensure that AI serves humanity's best interests rather than creating new forms of inequality or control. The success of such a system would depend on maintaining a delicate balance between technology and human judgment, transparency, and trust.
They tried to say I had to verify on TikTok. No activity. There's a lot of activity going on over here. Out of here. But yeah, y'all heard this what ChatGPT came up with. As most of the things we came up with. Ooh, come on, pop-ups. We'll update later. Hey, ain't nobody need to see that. All right. So we seen how it was saying how it could be the mediator between nations. Most things we went down. The interaction between AI and government, citizens for public services like filing taxes, accessing healthcare, and public consultations. Yo, what's all of these? It's like I just restarted my computer or something. That's wild. Okay. It's the AI. It knows. It's listening. But in the legal system, governments might face challenges. Yeah. That last question that it asks, how do we ensure that it has unchecked authority? It's going to have to be by passing laws and stuff now. It was some state that was passing a law saying, like, we see how we got data protection laws now. New ones that's actually trying to pass. Let me see. I just brought one up. Where's that perplexity? Okay. Many laws will take effect in 2004 or later. The Florida Digital Bill, the Oregon's Consumer Privacy Act, Texas Data, Montana. What about California? Oh, okay, okay. I got Cali in there. Some states have included provisions related to biometric data, AI, or children's privacy, but none of the information about gathering thoughts. It was something I saw about them saying about gathering thoughts. That's why I typed this in to begin with. But people got to pass new AI laws when it comes to privacy and what's possible. Let me see if I can find that article about the law on gathering thoughts. Oh no, not Brave. Salutes to Brave though. There it is, Colorado. I knew it was something. See, even the AI couldn't keep up with me. I asked Perplexity, which is supposed to go through all of these sites and stuff and view some sources and blah blah blah. But I got it. We got that. That's what I meant about that human ingenuity. Never give up that human ingenuity, but still recognize the tools that we can use with that human ingenuity. But look, Colorado passed legislation to prevent companies from selling your brain waves. But is it enough to stop the likes of Meta and Apple? Neuralink surgically dubbed telepathy. The chip uses neural technology. Yeah, we know what Neuralink is. Luckily, the brain is lawyering up. The neuroscientists, lawyers, and lawmakers have been teaming up to pass legislation that will protect our mental privacy. And the first for the U.S., Colorado passed new legislation this week that amends the state's privacy law to include the privacy of neural data. Now, just as fingerprints and facial data images are protected under the Colorado Privacy Act, the whisperings of the brains are too. Signed into law by Governor Jared Polis, the bill was had impressive bipartisan support, passing by a 34-0 vote in the state senate and a 61-1 in the house. Who was that one guy? Who was that one guy that said, "No, we need access to their brain and we need brain waves now. Give me all of their brains. We want to know what they're thinking now." He lost 61-1, and the other one was 34-0. Everybody was like, "Stay the fuck out of my head. We don't want you in there. We don't want you companies in there like that." All right, California's jumping in. They passed a bill this week. This is February though, that brings brain data into the category of sensitive personal data. Next, the bill heads to appropriations committees for consideration. Oh, with companies and Apple patenting a future version of AirPods that would, they saying this didn't come too soon because Apple patenting a future version of AirPods that will scan your brain activity through your ears. So what else? What other day they gonna connect through there? See, they already got everybody hyped up on the AirPods now. I never had a real pair of AirPods. I had a fake pair of AirPods somebody gave to me. The more, like I said, that 11-year-old, like we talked about earlier in the podcast, that 11-year-old is growing up now to lead the culture where a lot of things people are scared of now will be normal. It will be the average Joe. It will be, why are you not thinking like this? It will be, you are trying to go against the government if you don't think like this. It's going to be, you're trying to think against society if you don't go with this. It's going to hit hard. It's going to hit hard, but not really. It's going to hit hard for all the old folks. And all the people that didn't want to see it coming. I didn't want it to come. I didn't want this to happen. But Apple's already. I gotta see about this. What What is this? Apple creating technology that will scan your brain. Oh, what happened to my YouTube chat? I had YouTube on. There we go. Thanks again to everybody that's coming through on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Sometimes we're going to be streaming on TikTok. Quick commercial break. We're going to be streaming just on TikTok so that we can play some music and not get copyrighted. We can play on TikTok and on Twitch and just have some fun. Okay. And have a lot of fun. And back to where we was at. Okay, it says, based on the search results, Apple has indeed patented some intriguing new features for the AirPods. Biosensors capable of detecting brain electrical activity and other biosignals. But why, though? The patent describes electrodes integrated into the exterior and tips of the AirPods to measure various biosignals, including brain activity, muscle movement, eye movement, and heart function. Eye movement? Why do you want your earbuds to have eye movement? To track your eyes. Now, what I can think about is like if you got VR or something on, and it's not already tracking your eyes, they already have that to track your eyes so you can look around and render things at more high fidelity than the surrounding area, so you can be able to load games at a higher frame rate and stuff. Play that thing out like it's real. I'm here. I'm alive. But what else? What else? What do y'all think? What do y'all think Apple is patenting their eye? Came up with this new patent where it can measure your eye movements, the AirPods, your brain activity, and your heart function. Touch display on the charging case. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And the body temperature system. But the biosensors could potentially detect early biomarkers for conditions like Alzheimer's. How? Let's see what they say. Dun, 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 dun. Is thinking, is reading, is sourcing, now gives the answer. Okay. This is how they say anything. The research developed a wireless, handheld, non-invasive device that can detect use micro needles that to detect specific proteins associated with these neurodegenerative conditions and interstitial fluid, interstitial fluid just below the skin surface. Okay, so that's where the magic is. For Alzheimer's, the biosensors detect amyloid beta and tau proteins. For Parkinson's, they detect alpha synuclein proteins. In experiments, the biosensors are able to detect these specific biomarkers with high accuracy comparable to existing clinical tests. The device is non-invasive, penetrating the top layer of skin, and does not draw blood. It provides results in just minutes compared to current tests that can take days or weeks. The current technology could potentially enable early detection of these diseases before symptoms appear, allowing for earlier detection and treatment. The researchers plan to conduct human trials to further validate the device's effectiveness and early biomarkers. So is it like when you gotta get the needle for diabetes? Like, well, that's drawing blood. I don't even know how to go. But if it has to get just below the surface and they want to put these biosensors in the iPod, in the AirPods, are they gonna be sticking niggas' ears up? They're gonna be sticking your ear up like all the time. Is that true? Is that what they are planning to do? I like, because that's what it says right there. That says how it works. Doesn't have to go deep enough to draw blood, but right at the surface, like a couple skin cells layers deep to get in your ear and be able to detect amyloid beta and toy proteins for Parkinson's. I mean, for Alzheimer's and for Parkinson's, the alpha synuclein proteins. Wild stuff. They really want to get into you. For science, for life, for glory. Okay. So back. Yeah. So that's where we at now. That's where we are. And they want to pass the laws. And I brought this up. Oh, this is what I was going to bring up. Because I heard, what's in there? What's in here? What's in here? I heard, they said something. Oh, yeah, about how it's doing all this. I just brought all of this up earlier. Didn't I just do... Didn't I just bring all of this up earlier where I was talking about the nanobots? And imagine in the future, the nanobots are then able to go into your skin and see what happened. I said a way more invasive way. Way more invasive way. I said they get in, they able to, but that could do that too. Get in here and pop the cancer cells. But for preventive measures, being able to detect the hormonal changes in the blood through your AirPods. It's on the way to that nanobot technology. Actually, now, speaking of AI, it's this website called Udio where you can create music at. Now, I don't have too much time to go, but before we go, I want to end off on a musical note. Since we talking about AI and using its tools and stuff, this Udio is able, and I'm not sponsored by Udio, but if you want to sponsor me, Udio, we at it. I've been working with you since day one. But Udio is able to create music with words, or you could just click, hey, let me just get the instrumental. Let me just get the instrumental, right? And I'm just trying to feel the vibes. So if y'all got any kind of beat y'all want to hear in the chat, let me know, and I'm going to conjure something up. And in the meantime, if that doesn't pop up, if y'all don't come up with anything, just type it. If y'all watching this now after the live, it'll pop up in the next live. But we going to keep things going and make sure we having some fun. I'm going to come up with a beat. I'm going to type it in. I'm going to bring up the screen too so y'all can see how this works. We ain't gatekeeping. We ain't gatekeeping over here. Because it's pretty fun. And a lot of people just make music. They'll never upload it to anything else but here either. But we're going to start off with just, we're going to use our credits up. And if y'all want us to have more credits, help support the channel. But here we go. Let's type in. What we feeling right now? Dance. A dance groove. And I want to do a little freestyling. So let's add some hip-hop drums. Let's say around like 95 beats per minute. What other kind of bells and whistles do we hear? Let's put bells and whistles. Let's keep it simple. Let's put whirling whistles. All right, so we got dance groove, hip-hop drums, 95 beats per minute, bells, whirling whistles. Come on, let's make this funky. Anybody got anything out there? What we going to add to this mix? What we going to add to it? Whirling whistles. All right, let's ask the angels. Let's ask the muses. Let's put a little reggae tone to it. Festive. Okay, let's go with this. We're gonna start here. Let's just go for 2 minutes. Add some more. This is their new model. They have 2 different models you can use. Use different credits. Thought I already clicked on advanced. Prompt strength, quality. Let's go ultra. Now let's keep on high because we live right now. It's still gonna take a minute. Here go some previous ones I was working on. And you'll hear most of these too on the Just Tai Now radio. Streaming on Just Tai Now, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Soon to be on justtaiNow.com. Keep it smooth. But can you believe that this was made by AI? Well, jazz is jazz. It's always gonna have that random. Do it. Here go another one I came up with. Brandon. 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 Here we go, and we with the groove. Every day, man, they want us to move, but we stay right here because we stuck in time. We stuck right here, man, about that dime. But gotta get off these streets. Get out here, man. There's a lot to meet and greet. People out here, they want to see you strong. Alright, it's still conjuring, but these are some old ones I was working on. Let's see if it's another one till it comes up. And this was all created through AI. Oh, this is one I was working on for the kids channel. Told you I was working on the Just Tai Kids Academy. So for some ideas, I wanted to see what the AI would come up. I wrote this song called I Got One Mushroom, I Got Two. I got a mushroom for me and you. For me and you. I forgot the words. There we go. The grass is green. Look, the sky is blue. At night the owl goes hoot hoot hoot. And down the river the fireflies roam, lighting up the way wherever they go. Sometimes the simplest thing to be is how I can count like 1, 2, 3. Dancing with the fireflies, feeling so free. Skipping through the meadow, it's just you and me. Look at the stars, they twinkle so bright. Counting all our blessings, 1, 2, 3. Good tonight. I thought I put good night, but yeah. It's still a work in progress. We're working on a kids site, Just Tai Kids Academy, Just Tai Now Kids. But this was the AI came up. I typed in the lyrics and typed in that, and they came up with this version of it. I have my own melody, but right now I can't interact and say, do it like this. But it got close to what I had. Wherever we go. That's how you dance when you listen to music like this. It's not like you want to move, but it's just too contained. Alright, go listen to it. Let's see if that finished. What we was working on before. If y'all want to hear that, y'all gonna have to check out Just Tai Now Kids Academy. Alright, here go what we typed in. This is why we came here. Wait, what? Alright, yeah. We typed in dance groove, hip hop, drum, 95 bells, whistling, whirling, reggae. Put festival vibes. Here we go off of this. I can go off anything, watch me spit. I can say anything, it won't be legit. I just say anything and I won't quit. I'm like Naruto, I see through though. Anything that you wanna throw at me, I'ma say, ooh, can I get it for free? Cause I just love this company. When we all just tied together, thinking about all this shit, oh, we so clever. I'm out here in any endeavor. I'm over here and you see that we live. All out here, man, we gotta do more than strive. We gotta stay real high. You know how we are. We like to feel like we already far, but where are we now? Clowning around, seeing what we love and what we gonna do, how we make it come true. Put that plan all together. You see how it is? Oh, I had it for a minute. This is gonna be. Let's let it rock out to then. Remember, nobody has ever heard this song before, ever in the history. Y'all hearing it right now first. The Psy Tai Podcast. Oh, I need my guitar too. Guys. Oh, no. That's all I wanted to do. It ain't tuned up, man. Look. Alright, let's see what the psychonauts sound like. They added a voice. Now, is this a sample or they added the whole? I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he just said, but it's the AI singing. It's saying something. I like this one. Yeah, they got that. Wish I can get up. You gotta do all the chair dances. Every chair moved in existence will conjure up now. Got the. Oh, I got headphones in. I ain't artist. Trying to do the circle spin. Oh man. We're gonna go out with. That was funny. If y'all rocking with that, if y'all want to see a music video made to that, fully animated, let me know. Let me know and I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen like it was supposed to happen, like it was already there in a dream. Let me know what the vibes is. Now I'm playing instrumental. Ah, this one had a good intro. Y'all see that? But they got the. It sounded like it was recorded in somebody's basement. Them vibes. Hey, let's get high. I ain't been high. Yeah. When I walk outside, I feel so fine. That's why my name is Steph. Can't say it on live, cause that's not how we want to do. No, what we think every time we see it oh so true. When I come outside, it gets rid of all the blue. Now that we chillin' together, I can say these secrets to you. It all comes together, and that's why we are who we are. All the time, who we are. All the time, loving my skin. What I'ma do with these hands? Watch me do a backflip. Hey, a high hit. Hey, a high hit. I like this one. Simple though. We heard rhythms like this before. But the AI made this. But you see how it got that human thing? He would never be able to come up with this groove on his own. That's the thing people don't neither still recognize. Still a very humanistic groove. It ain't just say that. I ain't process all this thinking and novelty. So it's the novel experience, but it's like seeing somebody that learned all the styles of music and then just know how to re-perform them. And I remember somebody in jazz, and he was in a video on YouTube, but he was talking about how he didn't want people, he was an old famous jazz musician, he didn't want people to go out there recreating his style of jazz the way he played music, because he said that's easy. It's easy to recreate it because it's already out there in spirit, it's already out there in the mind. You already see the pattern recognition game. But you're just charging people to go out there and make your own vibes, come up with your own mathematics behind the harmonics of sound. Just tie. But that's what the AI is doing. It's just playing what it knows. Alright, what's this one? It could be just my earphones that suck too. I'm like, yo, this does not sound cool. But it's just my headphones. Alright, this one going like this. I thought I lost my mind. I couldn't figure out what was the time. Where is my dime? I swear I had it in my pocket. I should have locked it in my wallet. They told me I need to buy one, but I thought I could ride it out like I don't care. I'm not a square. I'm out of the box, man, and I'll rock anything that come in my circle. Cause you know that we named it. I'm playing. Let me see what else they got. Alright, when I had a math rock, they really made this rock. Thinking about them thoughts that I used to have when I was young. Now I'm here as an adult. Now it's like it just begun. Where is it coming from? I gotta keep on moving. Try to get it in my way. You better keep on proving. Dance with me right to the left. We gotta do everything. Man, we not moving away from the scenario that we conjured up, away from the scenario. Yeah, we know what's up. We here every day, man. We gotta get the skill. Every day we got it so good that we can kill. I'm just spitting things that's coming to the mind. Man, I'm in this rhyme and I gotta see the dome. They said it was there, so I just roamed like forever. But I did that, and ooh, I found that I was clever enough to see everything that they said was make-believe. But now I'm here and I'm laying down in the leaves. The fall is here and I'm feeling that good breeze. Ooh wee, man, I take them shrooms, they get up in my head and I'm laying down and I figured I was dead, but I'm alive, man. The covers that I see, I'm not blind, man. It's ticking and it's ticking and it's ticking like it's time, but not that tick-tock, but we on the reel of life. You can't stop it right now, cause then you had that knife, but that knife turned to a sponge, and that sponge turned to a phone. Then you called all your homies and was like, I'm not alone, man. See on that Discord, and seeing that real life, and seeing them thoughts, and how it's all Christ, all together like the Trinity. It's all about that energy. It's all about me and about my enemy. And with that, guys, I'ma tie on out of here. I really enjoyed this podcast. I really enjoyed. We probably tie back in with a second one today, playing some games or whatever is the flavor of the behaviors. But my name is Psy Tai. This is the Psy Tai Podcast, the psychedelic Thai podcast. You get it? Check out Just Thai Now Mushrooms and Patreon to help keep the channel go. Y'all know what the flow of the content creator life, but we more than content creators. We live in life, and I'm happy that y'all can enjoy the art that I'm putting out there. We're gonna have some more live talks in the future where y'all can join live on the Discord or other ways that we find to get in contact one-on-one. Hit me up, justtie@justtienow.com. Just tie at justtienow.com or any of the social medias. It's all connected back to moi. So with that, blah. How you end this on TikTok? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Doo doo doo.